What's up, bronies, ponies, coaster enthusiasts, and other creatures? My name is Drafts Manulus, and today we are gonna count down my top 20 favorite coasters. Because this is the last video of the year that I'm gonna do. So, no more talking, let's just jump right into the list. At number 20, we have maybe a little bit unpopular if you look at what is above it, but here we have Orkanen. Don't get me wrong, I think Orkanen is good, it's alright, but I think it's very overrated. It's just not as forceful. I have tried this a few times, but I just don't find it as forceful as many others do. At number 19, we have Polar Explorer. This Zero ESC, I think, is actually very good. It has good airtime if you sit in the front row at least. This is actually a front row ride, which is cool. And the drop track is of course also good. The last part is a little lacking, but it's very good otherwise. Number 18 is Mine Train Ulven, or again, as I like to call it, Bad Danish Coaster. This is very forceful and has like a very crazy drop. I think Entenmann should make more family coasters. I think these are absolutely amazing. At number 17, we have the only defunct coaster on this list, which is Cobran. I'm not going to talk about what happened last summer, but this is a very great ride. Unfortunately, didn't get too many rides on it, but yeah, it's good overall. So let's just go on to number 16. At number 16, we have Dæmonen. This is one of the only B&Ms I have tried, only one of two. I think it's very good. It's not as forceful as I have heard many other B&Ms is, but it's still an amazing coaster and should be probably tried by all. At number 15, we have Big Thunder Mountain. This is amazing. I never expected this to give airtime. I actually very much expected this to go down in my rankings when I went to Disneyland, but no, it definitely didn't. I am very pleasantly surprised about Big Thunder Mountain. Vekoma did a great job with it. At number 14, we have Lisebergbanen. This is a great coaster. Again, this isn't as forceful as someone like Villas said. Like, Villas very much hyped me up for this. But I think it's still a great ride and love the speed that this gives. And there are a few more intense moments and some good airtime moments as well. At number 13, we have Dragekongen. Many people will probably put Orkanen over Dragekongen, but I am definitely not gonna do this. I love Dragekongen. I don't know if it's just because I really grew up with Djursommerland, but I love it. This coaster is actually very intense, and it's a very good ride overall. And especially the theming, I love the theming for Dragekongen. At number 12, we have Falcon. This SNS Woody actually gives much more airtime in, at least in what we would think of an SNS Woody. I don't know many others. I don't know, I've heard the other ones should be kind of dull and boring and very rough. Not because this isn't, this is still very rough. But it still gives some good floater, flojector airtime, something like that. And it's a great time every time I get to Thorup. Now at number 11. At number 20 we had Orkanen, which I said was the most overrated coaster. And here we have what I presume is the most underrated coaster. Vildkatten at Sommerland Sjælland. This Pinfari is way better than I would have ever imagined. I would have imagined it was outside my top 20, maybe even top 25. But no, here it stands at my 11th spot and have even before have been in my top 10, but unfortunately got kicked out by a coaster longer in the list. At number 10 we have Lynet. This is a great launch coaster with some of the best airtime in all of Denmark. Probably the second best airtime just after Piraten, which I'm gonna come to later. But some of the first airtime hills is so crazy and so strong, and it's absolutely amazing. And the inversions is great as well. The last section is a bit lagging, but it's good anyway. At number 9, we have Valkyria. The biggest dive coaster in Europe is absolutely amazing. It was my friend Charlie's second favorite coaster, and it's still in my top 10 because this is absolutely amazing. The first drop is of course the best part of the ride. I love the free inversions, they're all great. It isn't so forceful, if I remember correctly, but it was still absolutely amazing and gives some good hang time. At number 8, we have Hyperspace Mountain. It's kind of hard to say anything about it because, you know, it's in the dark and you don't really know what's going on. That's maybe also a good thing. I think this has some good positives, especially in the Sidewinder, and in general all the free inversions is absolutely amazing, and it's definitely the 3 best parts of the ride, especially that Sidewinder in the front row. That is really a good inversion, one of my favorites at least. But the rest is kinda lacking. I thought I would get airtime where I didn't get airtime, and I thought there would be positive G's all the way through, but there just wasn't. And I'm not even gonna start with the restraints. Like, there's only a few, like 2 coasters something, that I don't like the restraints of. This is one of them. I hate the restraints on Hyperspace Mountain. At number 7, we have the other Vekoma at Disneyland Paris, which is Avengers Assemble Flight Force. In the start, if you have seen my vlogs, I said that Hyperspace Mountain was definitely the better coaster. After trying them both, after trying Hyperspace Mountain so many more times, I have seen that Avengers Assemble is definitely the better coaster. The C7 roll definitely crushes out anything Hyperspace Mountain have. And I even said that in the vlog, I think. But yeah, it just crushes out anything. Number 6 is the highest ranked wooden coaster, Rutsjebane at Tivoli Gardens. I think this is an amazing coaster. It has some very good airtime, much better than you've ever thought from a coaster that is, what is it now, almost 200 years old? Probably not, but you know, at least 100 years old. And you will never think of getting that kind of airtime. And it's amazing, and the brakeman definitely helps for that. It's great that they have that, because or else they would just be like the other Rutsjebane in Denmark, which will never get on this list. At number 5, we have the best launch coaster in Denmark, in my opinion, and I think in many other people's opinions. It's Juvelen. I love Juvelen. It's very forceful for what it is, and it's a family coaster. For a family coaster, it's very forceful at least. And yeah, right, it doesn't have any airtime on the hills, but I don't think that matters because it's still a very fast speed machine, and the airtime hills, I don't know how the airtime will feel with those slap bars and how you sit. I think it would be kind of weird, so I think it's actually the good side that it don't have it. So, but again, that's just my unpopular opinion. At number 4, we have a coaster that blew me away. I already had tried this once before, and I got severely hurt on it. Not like in a medical, I mean, there was no accident, it just hurt because of the restraints. This was the other one I don't like the restraints on. And I think you know where I'm going with this. It's Tornado. Tornado is absolutely crazy. I don't know how Intamin got away with making a roller coaster this great and crazy, but I love it. I wish there would be more of these spinning coasters. That launch in the start, I'm gonna call it a launch, even though it's probably, they don't say it themselves, but yeah, that is an amazing coaster. At number 3 we have a newcomer to the list, which wasn't there last year, even though it was only a Denmark one, was Phoenix, which is even a newcomer to the world, which I am very impressed by Phoenix. I wasn't disappointed in what it had. I wasn't 100% impressed by it either, but I think it's an absolutely amazing coaster. It didn't exceed any of my expectations, but it was definitely a good airtime machine. But my number 2 gives a little better airtime. And of course, the number 2 can only be Piraten. I love Piraten. At the start of the year, I actually had Phoenix over Piraten, mostly because of the amount and the length of Phoenix and the inversions, because I love the stall loop. But after like 10 or 12 more rides on Piraten, because it's always has a short queue for some reason, I found out that Piraten definitely is better. Especially the triple bunny hills, twisted bunny hills, which those I talked about. Lynet has some of the best airtime in Denmark. Piraten has the best airtime. There's no defending that. Definitely the best airtime in the park. And at number 1, we have Helix at Liseberg. This is an absolutely amazing coaster. It has everything. The only thing I would like it to have, that it don't have, is a stronger launch. But like everything else is perfect. The inversions is forceful or whippy or give hang time, one of those things. Or else it's just an airtime machine, even though there's only 3 official airtime hills and 2 more or something that's sprinkled in. But this ride gives everything that I would like. I don't even need the good launches. Give me Helix. That is a perfect coaster. That was all for this video. Hope you liked it. And if you did, then please leave it a like. I would love to hear you, either top 20 or even top 10. And have you tried any of these coasters? And of course, what do you think of Vildkatten? And what do you think of me placing it this high? Haha, I'm not gonna be sorry for that. Or else I would just see you in the next video. Brohoof, see ya.